Yo, what's going on, champions? It's Marquise Money Mike Williams, founding member and executive senior director here at JMG Direct. It is a beautiful morning to change somebody's life, and that's exactly what we are going to do. I'm really excited to have each and every one of you connected and on training with us this morning. You could be doing anything else, you could be anywhere else, but you are in the building with us this morning to find out how you can take your life and your business to the next level. You know, it's very important. I want you guys to just kind of understand something about training. Training is our opportunity to take inventory of who's in the game with us. We obviously understand sometimes people have to work, sometimes people have, obligations that take them away from training, and they have to take a look at the replay. But we really want people to develop a culture and a commitment to showing up to training live and in full effect. Why? Because it gives us an opportunity to take an inventory and understand who is fully in the game. Because as leaders, and even as people who are just in the business, when you have three people and they're connected and they're at training, then you have three people. But if you only have one person that shows up to training consistently, then you may want to look at, getting two other people who are going to show up and be a part of training, because one half of success is really showing up. All right. So today the training is all about great power comes with great responsibility. A lot of superhero movies have been coming out lately, and that's one of the themes, that they have with a lot of superhero movies. It's like, you have this great power now. You have access to something that a lot of people don't have. How are you going to utilize it to better the world? But I want to make sure that part of that understanding and part of that mindset is knowing what to do, because there's no way to do what you don't know how to do. So let me take a moment to welcome each and every one of you to training. Always remember, the difference between amateurs and professionals is training. And we like to start off this training by welcoming all the new champions that have joined our team this week. We got some excited people that are out there. Our company is spreading all across the United States, and we have people who are joining, in nooks and crannies all across the United States. And we're excited to have each and every one of you plugged in. And it's beautiful that training and technology can bring us all together. But we're able to grow so rapidly, and we're able to expand exponentially because the foundation is all we do is expose. We get people in front of this information, and either their window is open or it's not. But our only job is to expose, to plant the seed, and allow it to harvest as it may. If the person is looking, then they're going to jump in and they're going to be excited about it. If the person's not looking, maybe the timing isn't right, maybe they're afraid, they may allow themselves to miss out on an opportunity. But that's not for us to worry about, to decide. It's for us to share the information. It's for us to put them on the list. It's up to them to decide if they should be on the list or not. So let's get down and dirty, okay? Our business launch strategy. Amateurs join businesses. Professionals launch businesses. So we want to teach you how to launch your business successfully. And our launch strategy is very elementary. We keep it simple, so it doesn't matter who gets involved in the business. You could be from Yale, you could be from jail, you could be any, ethnic background, you could be any spiritual or religious, denomination. You can win with JMG Direct, because success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. And that simply means you must make one decision, that you want something more out of life, but more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. All right. Then you want to gather 2 customers to qualify to get paid. Preferably my credit is better customers. The coolest thing about it is you're customer number 1 right off the bat. All right. That's what it's important for everybody to understand. The goal is 10. All right. But in launching, you want to get your 2 and get it out the way. So you come in, you're your customer number 1. Then you want to gather an additional customer. If it's within the budget, if it's possible, Turn My Credit is Better on for a spouse, a significant other, your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister. Get two My Credit is Better customers out the way, because our whole example of income potential is based on everybody having two My Credit is Better customers. And then you want to partner with three people. It teaches them to do the same thing. Make a decision and get qualified. All right. Make sure you understand the difference between customers, people who are just utilizing a product and or service, and business partners, people who pay $199 to become marketing brand ambassadors. They also have their very own site where they are also able to get paid on the purchases made on their own site. All right. So the great power you have is being a JMG Direct marketing brand ambassador. It comes with knowledge. It comes with wisdom. It comes with gold nuggets. It comes with the ability to teach people how to lower their taxes, increase their credit score, eliminate debt, and create wealth in a vehicle that's going to take them to the promised land of their goals and their dreams. You have all that wrapped into your JMG Direct opportunity. So the product of the week, we do a product of the week every single week for new people to make sure that you're aware and you understand what products and services are available within the online store. As the online store begins to grow and get bigger and get more massive, sometimes corporate office and Mr. Jones, they're going to cut deals and they're going to put products and services in there that you may not even know popped up. So we want to make sure you're aware. And today we want to talk about the most important one, really being because it pays the highest commission. That's why we tell everybody to get two My Credit is Better customers, because it's the highest commission-able product that we have within the JMG Direct online store. So we take pride in working with individuals daily who have a mission to increase their financial and credit standing. All right, My Credit is Better can help you remove inaccurate information such as collections, charged off accounts, bankruptcies, repossessions, inquiries. But the beautiful thing about it is credit care is not a rocket science. Nobody has some magic phone to the credit bureaus. What sets us apart is the fact that we're willing to work on your behalf and get it done so that you don't have to. So that you don't have to attempt to mail in letters. Because there are going to be people out there who tell you, well, people can do this themselves. Yeah, but are they going to do it? Because in My Credit is Better, we do it for you. So that you can continue living and enjoying life. So that you can continue being busy, because a lot of people are busy. Be it, a lot of people are busy being broke, but in their mind, they're still busy. So we have a do it for you service to where they pay for the convenience, they pay for the knowledge, they pay for the wisdom, they pay for the results that we're going to get them. All right, so My Credit is Better is a solution to a lot of people, but if you don't open your mouth and let people know that it's out there, if you don't become a brand ambassador and post some credit memes, post some results, post some statistics from the credit repair industry and post your link. You could go to any product within your online store, and typically there's going to be social media share icons that you could click on and get a link and share it. And then you can post, whatever intro post you want to the product and or service. Now, I highly recommend that you don't just become a spammer on your own Facebook wall. All right. I typically believe in a 70-30 percentile, or maybe even 60-40. All right. That means 70% of your posts on your social media should be normal posts, normal post about you, your social media page. It's a personal page. So people should see personal stuff. If people start seeing all business stuff, and there's people out there who differ in opinion, and that's cool. But people start to tune that out. You want to have a balance, and you want to have an engagement with the people who are on your social media, platforms, and the people who are following you. All right. So 60% or 70%, personal, normal posts, and then you could come back with 30% of business and exposure posts. That's usually a good percentile that I found, equals success. So let's kick off with basic reality. Okay, because a lot of people don't realize success has standards. In today's day and age, a lot of times people feel like they could do what they want to do. Oh, I can wake up when I want to wake up. I can come to meetings when I want to come to meetings, and I can do whatever it is I want to do, and I can still find success. And some people may find success in the beginning that way, but it's number one, it's not something that is longevity. And it's definitely not something that's duplicable. And we're in a business of duplication. See, success is not about what you think. It's not about what you feel, or it's not about your opinions. Success is about following directions, especially within JMG Direct. And the reason that is because personalities don't duplicate, but systems do. If you follow the system, if you follow our success principles, then you will find success. And when we talk about great power, with great power comes with great responsibilities, keeping it in the theme of superheroism, we've all heard of Iron Man, and we've heard of Captain America, and they're just out with they're who they are, right? Everybody knows Iron Man, and they know his non-secret identity. And same thing with Captain America. They know that he's Steve Rogers. Everybody knows who he is. He's just out with it. And some people like me are going to be Iron Man and Captain America. People know, they see Money Mike, they know JMG Direct. They know that's what I represent. That's who I am, right? And it's okay if you're not me, but you don't want to be a secret agent. All right, you don't want to always just be scared to save the day, scared to be a solution to people's problems, scared to expose. See, there's some people out there who are going to be Wonder Woman or Superman, and they're going to assume daily secret identities where they live their everyday life. But when they see a damsel in distress, when they see somebody who is in need, when they hear that issue, guess what they're going to do? They're going to leap into action. They're going to rip open their shirt and reveal their JMG Direct logo. Ladies, don't rip open your shirt. But they're going to spring into action, and they're going to expose and offer JMG Direct as a solution that could potentially save the day. Don't be a person who freezes and doesn't want to embrace the power that's been given with this opportunity to you. Most of you are praying for something. Most of you are looking for something, and this is the answer to your prayers. But the great responsibility that comes with the great power is rooted in the Bible, because we're blessed to be a blessing. This was your blessing. You were blessed by it. So now we have to pay it forward and be a blessing to other people as well, because you were chosen to make a difference in people's lives. You are a conduit of the blessing, and it starts by you leading by example. All right. An old saying that I always live by is you don't attract who you want, you attract who you are. So if you want to build a large, thriving organization, if you want 3 people who are going to be solid and serious about their goals and dreams. See, they're not 3 employees. They're 3 people who are partners. And you want 3 partners who value their goals and dreams just as much as you value your goals and dreams. But if you don't value your goals and dreams, if you're fronting, if you're just putting on a show for your sponsor or your upline, then you're going to get you're going to attract people who put on shows for you as well. All right. So let's start with, simple math, for these first set of slides, right? Math, you got equations, x plus y equals z, right? And sometimes in your math equations, you'll start with the answer. You'll start with the answer, and you have to figure out how you got to the answer. Life is a lot like that. See, when you get started, it all starts with one decision that you want something more out of life. You have goals and you have dreams, and you're going to go after those goals and dreams. Those goals and dreams are the answer. They're the Z. Okay? And you have to connect with those goals and dreams so that you have a purpose. Because if you don't have purpose, If you don't really truly connect with what your reasons are, then you're never going to do the work that it takes to get them. Everybody likes the idea of lifting 300 pounds till they get to the gym. Everybody likes the idea of being in a relationship till they have to be chivalrous, till they have to stop being selfish. So when you connect and you make that decision, then you understand, all right, I got to gather 2 customers on my way to 10. But I got to knock out these 2 first. That's a variable. That's X. That's a part of the equation. That's getting qualified to get paid. Everybody should have 2 customers so that they're qualified to get paid. But in looking at these 2 customers, you want to have a consumer. You don't want to have a consumer mentality. Because if you find yourself looking at how much something costs, don't get me wrong, you got to have a budget, right? You know what your finances are. But if you start looking at things from a consumer mentality instead of a business owner mentality, because wealthy people don't look at how much something costs, they look at how much something's going to make them. So if you start looking at, oh well, I don't think I need this as much as somebody else needs it. You guys, your 2 customers are for the purpose of you getting qualified. And training is reps only so that we can have straight talk, okay? Our goal is to get you in, get you connected with your goals and dreams, and make you believe that you deserve to have more out of life and show you this vehicle where you can achieve it. Then we want you to get qualified so that you can achieve it. You got the vehicle. Now we need to give you the keys, all right? We need to get you the keys so that you can put that thing in drive and ride out. So getting qualified is giving you the keys. So if you take your My Credit is Better membership, customer number 1, our goal is to add something to that. Another My Credit is Better membership, a Body Worth gummy, a Luster Shine product, so that you can get qualified and you can have that second customer. Sponsors, uplines. Your goal is to help your new person make sure that they get qualified. All right? And then next you want to partner with 3 people and teach them to do the same thing. That's another part of the equation. That's the why. So when you have 2 customers plus 3 people, that equals your goals and your dreams. Success is simple if you let it be. It's very simple. But then you have things that start creeping into your mind, right? Well, what if the people that I talk to say no? That's easy. Talk to more people. Well, what if one of my 3 people quit? That's easy. Talk to more people. Replace them. Our goal is to partner with 3 people. Partner and maintain 3 people. Teach them to do the same thing. Make a decision to get qualified. There are people looking, praying, and waiting for you. For you to show them JMG Direct. There's 334 million people in the population. Average state population is 5.7 million. The average small town population is 25,000. Again, how many people do you need? 3. Don't allow yourself to think about the negative. Don't allow yourself to drift into the what ifs of the negative. Always look at the glass as half full, not half empty. What if everybody you talk to wants to join? What if the 3 people that you get in are Money Mikes, are Paul Joneses, go on to become multimillionaires and they're in your downline? Always view on the positive side of things. A quote I always say is, you could be comfortable or you could be hungry, but you cannot be both. This is the time to be hungry. This is the time to go for your goals and dreams. There's a window open, and there's people out there looking, and they're praying for an opportunity right now. And the person who talks to the most people wins. So the 3 this week plan of action, the simple wealth blueprint. When you begin to understand that this is a numbers game, all right? Doesn't matter how talented you are or are not. It doesn't matter how good you are or you are not. It doesn't matter when you got in. All you need is 3 people this week. And the law of averages says if you talk to enough people, somebody will join. So it's just a matter of being willing to go through those people. One person, Troy might have to talk to 10 to get 3. I might have to talk to 20 to get 3. Somebody else might have to talk to 5 to get 3. But as long as you hit your goal, as long as we all get our 3, that's all that matters. But as you begin talking to people and partnering with people, rather, you have to visualize your success. You have to put it down so that you can track it and you can know what you're working towards. So let's look at when you do the work. 3 this week, duplicated for 7 weeks. I showed this last week, and last week ended yesterday. And some of you, congratulations. You got your 3 people. Some of you came close. That's okay. We're in the new week. And your ultimate goal is to get your 3 and help those 3 get 3. If you got to play catch up this week, then let's catch up and then let's show out. Catching up just means taking more urgency and talking to more people. All right? But what this looks like, by the end of July, you could be done. You could have 3,279 people in your organization. And that many people, that's a lot of lives changed as a result of you making one decision. That you want something more out of life. But more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. Because that means you're making $15,309 per month. And I really want you guys to capture and embrace the fact that this is at a 10% success rate. This is at a 10% success rate. If we showed you the numbers in a perfect world, if everybody came in, got their 10 customers. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to get with Mr. Jones. We're going to start showing that during the presentation. Because if we're going to tell you to start looking at the glass as half full, we got to start showing everybody the true possibilities of this business. Are some people going to not believe it? Absolutely. But we're still going to show them. This is what happens at a 10% success rate. Because I don't know about you. I don't know about anybody on the other end of this screen. But if you're 10% successful, that means that you kind of messed up 90% of the time, right? And I don't think there's anything that I am going to do and put my mind to it and fail 90% of the time. But it's great knowing that if I did, I'm still making $15,000 per month, coming month after month after month. So this is bigger than you realize. The butterfly effect of everything. And for those who don't know, the butterfly effect is when, one decision affects decisions in the future. And keeping the theme of superheroism, right? The Flash goes back in time. Flash just came out. The Flash goes back in time and he makes an adjustment to history, but it affects everything from that point forward. So the future that he came from is now affected because he affected something in the past. And I want you to think about the butterfly effects in your life. See, the devil, people think the devil just constantly is affecting their lives. Like, in the book of Job, he was constantly being tested and things were constantly happening in his life that caused him to, experience extreme turmoil. But the devil just wants you to miss that moment, right? That moment in time that causes a butterfly effect for the rest of the future. That moment that your wife or significant other was trying to make eye contact with you, and the devil created a distraction over here, and that eye contact was never made. That moment that you were about to meet that person who wanted something more out of life, and they were looking and they were praying for it. And then you got distracted over here and you never connected and had a conversation with that person. You were ready to get on training and get the training that was going to make it click for you to realize that you're truly the best investment that you got and you were born to win. But the devil sent your beautician to send you a text to say, hey, I got an opening this morning. You could come in. And you decide, oh, I got to get my wig did, so I'm going to go, and I'm going to miss training. It's always great to have the intention, I'm going to go back and watch it. But you're busy. Life is happening. And most people, even though they have good intentions to go back, they usually don't. I'm going to tell you a story. I remember when I first got started in this industry, I was with a company called Excel Communications. I gotta think he doesn't care. He's in now, so we still rock it. So I got a cousin named D. D was in the business. He was working directly with the owner of our company, Mr. Paul D. Jones. D told my brother and my cousin about the business. And my brother and my cousin, they never got in the business, but they called me. And they started telling me about the business. And they were excited. And I don't really know, if they were trying to do the business before they got in the business. Side note, never let anybody do the business without getting in the business. You have to step out on faith and belief first and get in for yourself. If somebody ever tells you, oh, I'm going to go try to get my 3 and then I'll join. Nah, you can't do that. You can't tell people about my business before you get in. You got to get in and get trained first. But they came and told me about the business and they weren't trained. So they gave me a lot of incorrect information. So I made the decision on, now that's not for me. I don't want to do that. But one of the things they did tell me was that my cousin was making money doing this business. So when I graduated from college and I didn't get a job, I was broke, busted, and disgusted, as many of you have heard in the presentation. So I invited my cousin out to my graduation party because I expected him to give me some money. And long story short, I kept an eye on him the whole graduation party. He never came and put a card in the box. But he eventually pulled me to the side and he gave me a business card and he said, cuz, on the back of the business card, he said, cuz, this is the best gift I can give you. When you're ready to get started in the business, call me. I feel like God sends you angels. In college, something catastrophic happened and I lost my housing, and being thousands of miles from home and being homeless, living out my car for a week, God sent me an angel and I was able to get housing, which normally was supposed to be tens of thousands of dollars. I was able to stay with somebody for completely free. I view that person as one of my angels. I view my cousin D as one of my angels. Because even though I was so irate that he didn't put no money in the card and he gave me this business card, the audacity, giving me a business card. The butterfly effect is my life was forever changed. And not only was my life forever changed, but along the way, I've signed up and I've affected the lives of thousands of individuals. But it was all because D gave me a business card. It told me that's the best gift that I can give you. When you're ready to get started in the business, call me. There are people whose lives are waiting to be affected by you not only being in the business, but you moving with urgency and you actually building the business. It's not enough to just be in. You got to sound the trumpet. You got to spread the word. And you got to let people know. You got to expose. You got to let people know about this phenomenal opportunity. I know you think there's a magic script and there's magic foo-foo dust and you're waiting to be trained on exactly what to do. What you do is you open your mouth and you share your excitement. You don't give details because the invitation is always separate than the presentation. But you share the excitement and what made you move into action. Hey man, I just seen this business. I'm super duper excited about it. I really saw a way that I could put these kids through college. I see that new Tesla, I want to get it, and with with the salary that I got right now, that's just not happening. I'm really excited about it. You got to see what I saw, man. It's amazing. And another thing, if you're new, be new. You don't have to portray that you're making all this money a day in, a week in, a month in. It's okay to be new. You can tell people, hey man, I'm new. I don't want to mess it up for you, but I want you to see what I saw. I want you to hear what I heard that made me so excited that I had to take action and get started with this business right away. I don't want to mess that up for you. It's okay to say that. But I'm here to tell you that if you allow your excitement to get into your heart, if you set your goals and if you set your dreams, because the reality is, for most of us, what you're doing right now, and we asked this during the presentation, where do you want to be in the next few years? And is what you're currently doing right now going to get you there? Because for 99.9% of the population, that's a trick question because the answer is no. That's why you have to do something different. That's why you're doing JMG Direct. But you have to know what it is that you want. And you have to connect with that so you can find that purpose and you can get on fire for your goals and your dreams. You don't have to be on fire for this business, but let it get on the inside of you and recognize it as a vehicle to get to where you really want to be. So we got the presentation this week. I'll be honest. That thing was fire for a moment there. We caught fire. Y'all cooled down for a minute. Let's catch that fire again. Let's get it back up to 20, 30 people. But that all starts with every single marketing brand ambassador making the decision to show up. Whether you have a guest or not, you're showing up. You're clicking that link every single week. And you're plugged in, you're online. Make that decision to do that. Make that decision, that commitment. And then invite guests every single week. We know they're not going to show up every single week. But we're going to invite with the confidence and belief that they are. We got the Paul D. Jones Show. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Much, much, much wisdom. He continues to plant seeds about JMG Direct. It is a major tool to assist you in exposing and inspiring others. Our call to action, 3 this week. You can do it. I believe in you and I have faith in you. Our leadership are here to help you. You just have to be willing to follow the directions. The person who exposes the most people wins. We talked about last week. If you missed training last week, go back and check it out. We talked about how to make it an event at your home. Invite a bunch of people over. Have some chips and salsa. If you have a smart TV, pull it up on your smart TV. Here's the thing. The presentations are on YouTube. So you don't have to wait for a Tuesday or Thursday. You could invite a bunch of people over on a Monday at 6:30. Say we got a presentation, and you pull that thing up at 7 o'clock on a Monday and start that 5-minute timer, and they have no idea. I may say at the end we do this every Tuesday and Thursday, but by that time they got the information. That's all you're doing, is making sure you get people in front of the information. You could pull it off YouTube, and you could sit down with somebody on a Monday night, on a Tuesday morning, on a Wednesday. Utilize the tools to your advantage, because we live in a world of technology. And as the minister of technology, I am telling you right here and right now, you have all the tools to expose and grasp hold of your goals and your dreams. But I didn't see any questions. If I do see some come across, I'll make sure I jump in and I'll answer them. But I want you guys to all embrace and understand that you're the best investment that you got. And you were born to win. So play to win right now. Get out there and expose the world to JMG Direct. Go tell everybody you know about JMG Direct before somebody else does, and everybody you know comes to tell you. So play to win right now, because you are already a champion. I appreciate each and every one of you. I got your back. I'll see you at the top, and I'll see you at the bank.